All right, y'all, we are back for another Feminine Friday. We did have Jarnay in. We had some technical difficulties, but she is coming in now, and we're going to see if that is resolved. She's going to be talking about the 7 ways to master main character energy. This is something that we've been talking about for quite some time. It's a concept that is not new at all, but it is definitely going to be for the people pleasers. If you're a people pleaser, if you're a person who finds yourself constantly in a situation where you giving, and you be overwhelmed, this is probably going to be the place for you. Get your notebook, get your pen. Jarnay's going to hop in and she's going to give us 7 ways to master your main character energy. And again, this is more so for women. If you're a man and you benefit from it, that's great. That's great if you're a man and you benefit from it, but we're going to see. Dang, girl, I tried to get off and get back on too. I don't know. You want to just start? What you think? Oh, there she is. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was
I said it's going to be better with my face.
Come on.
No, it's just going to be better.
Yo, so if you were not just on the live, we were struggling. Jarnay could not get her camera to turn on, but it's on now. Hey, girl.
Girl, I had to cut my phone off and cut it all the way back on. Okay.
I hate when that happens. I was like, let me just get off too, because maybe it's my fault. I don't know. I was trying to make everything work. Trying to make it work.
I was the problem. Okay.
So we already did a little introduction. I got off and got back on, y'all. This is Jarnay. If you know me, you already know Jarnay because I always repost her stuff. But just a few little caveats. Like I said, you don't have to be married or a wife to benefit from this, because I promise y'all, these concepts that she's talking about, this is stuff that I struggled with even in my singlehood, even when I was not a mom, right? Like, these are just things that we go through and we need to be able to overcome these things. So I'm gonna let Jarnay hop into the list. We're gonna do a little banter. We're gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna be quizzing y'all, so get your notebook and your pen, because every now and then I'll be like, all right, what was number 1?
Okay, first off, let me pause past the technical difficulties. Let me make sure my kid is situated, that she don't interrupt.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
y'all give me like 2 minutes. Okay,
Go ahead,
let me
girl.
make sure she got her
Go ahead,
goldfish.
girl. Go ahead. Listen, y'all, and this is the beautiful thing that I always talk about with content creation. You kind of make your own schedule and do your own thing. But we be having children and we be having to do stuff. Like, she knows we were just on the phone before this. We had a Zoom a little while before this. And I was like, let me put this baby to sleep because he's acting crazy. And that's part of it too, y'all. The reality of a lot of the concepts that we talk about is not about living a perfect life and not having all of these things in front of you. I think it's more so about acknowledging it. Like, I know I have kids, so I know that this might be a potential barrier. I know that I have to do this and I have to be at this place at this particular time because my family's going to be doing X, Y, and Z. But instead of acting like those things don't exist, we have to account for them. So we know that they exist. Let's figure out how to make it work. Like, she said, you know what? Let me get up and go make sure my child is good. And now she's back. Like, we just make accommodations. We can't pretend like we don't have children, pretend like we don't have a man, pretend like, come on.
Yeah, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. I appreciate you for being patient with me, Sean, girl, because
Yes, girl. We know.
part of being a great woman is knowing we don't have control over everything, including our toddlers.
We control what we can control, and we build systems for everything else.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so Michonne asked me to come up with like a list, and the list is going to be like actionable things that you can apply to your life. Actionable things you can apply to your life that will help you become the best version of yourself. Because I talk about this all the time on my content, but baby, you cannot jump from being you can't just go into being a great wife and a great mom without pouring into yourself as a woman. And I feel as though personally a lot of why women struggle with insecurities and other things is due to them not taking care of themselves as a woman and just trying to jump into motherhood and wifehood.
Agreed.
It ain't happening. And y'all know, like, well, if you follow me, then I love to break down words. That's probably one of my favorite things to do in the world. And one of my favorite breakdowns is the word insecure. Because a lot of women think that they're not insecure based off of their clothes or based off of, oh, I feel good, I'm confident, I'm not insecure. Well, if you break down the root word of insecure, is not. Like, literally, in means not. And secure is Latin for securus, means to take care of. So we're not taking care of ourselves as women. and we're just trying to get into womanhood and to get into wifehood and momhood, that's how you become insecure. And it's not just physically, it could also be mentally. It could also be mentally and also like emotionally. So I feel like they all work together. But here are just like a few things that I do myself. I don't know if Michonne do any of these things, but I do myself that help me. I know Michonne do these things. Okay, just give me a second.
It be like that, Johnny. It be like that.
Girl.
So she is gonna break this down into 7 points, y'all. Of course, there's gonna be some elaboration in between, but she's gonna break this down. Get your notebooks, get your pens.
Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna go over is one thing that's for you. Like, I feel like that's an actionable thing that you can start applying. And it could be something simple, like when you go to the grocery store. Like, every time I go to the grocery store, I buy myself something. It could be a small piece of chocolate. It could be a straw. I used to like strawberry parfaits from Walmart. And
like
it's $2, but
you don't like them anymore?
Nah, I kind of get burnt out with stuff. I'll eat it, and then I'm like, ugh, this is disgusting. I know, it's bad. My husband like, here. I'm like, ew.
I don't like
why
that
are you
anymore.
giving this to me?
I don't
just
want
imagine. Wait, just imagine. He's like, I know she loves this. No, I don't actually. Do you even know me?
Get it away from me.
Like, do you even know me? Right? But anyway. So one thing that's for you before kids, that's the thing too, the timing. I make sure I have one thing that's for me before I deal with my kids, before I do chores, before the chaos, basically. Before the chaos. So early in the morning, I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, every morning, 4 o'clock sometimes, depending on like what workout I'm gonna do, whatever. And I literally do that because that allows me to start my day with, wait, I'm gonna read my notes. Don't wake up reacting. Start with intention. Waking up, reacting, waking up to your kids asking you to do stuff, it's just gonna set you off literally left. Like, you just gonna get so agitated instantly.
How many
Like,
of y'all plan your day? Let me start there. How many of you plan your day to start off? Go ahead, Jarnay. Go ahead and vote.
No, that part. Go ahead and vote on that. Who wake up early before their kids? Who is waking up with their kids? Be honest.
If you do, go ahead and put the smiley.
And the crazy part about it, Michonne, is I didn't even know that women weren't doing this. I thought that
Jarnay, people, so we had this conversation and I was like, y'all, I used to wake up and I didn't realize the connection. I would wake up and it's like, as soon as I wake up, it's time to go deal with thing one. It's time to go deal with this one who don't want to brush their teeth. It's time to pack the lunches. It's time to do this. It's time, whatever it is, you're waking up and then you're going. Just me being 18 in high school watching this, just on go immediately. And it's just like, oh, it's just part of the routine until you get through your whole day and you're burned out, exhausted, tired at the end of the day, mad at everybody.
And you're insecure because what? Not taken care of. That's definition.
Olivia, that does happen sometimes. That does happen sometimes when I get up earlier and the baby just decides to wake up and it's like, what are you doing here? In that case, I ain't gonna lie, I give him some entertainment and I'm like, all right, you gotta go over there. And I just do my best. That's not an everyday thing for me though. But you know, you might have to wake up even earlier than that.
So that's how I got to the 4:30 time. Somebody asked me before, like, how did you come up with this time, first off? Like, what made you get to this time? Because when my daughter was 1, when she was born, she's now 4. I tried to wake up at 6. She woke up. I tried to wake up at 5:30. I did it in 30-minute increments. She woke up. Girl, I went times like I did it until it stopped. So it's been 4:30 ever since then. And then I found out, like,
She's not waking up at 4:30.
No, you ain't doing it. So it's like me or
What time your kids wake up?
5:45.
Okay. All right.
So I wake up at 4, between 4 and 4:30. My husband get up too at 4. So that works for me because I'm getting up with him. Yeah. So that's another good thing too, because I'm able to like walk him out the door, give him a kiss, smooch, bye, have a great day. So that works. But I feel like you have to build a routine of prioritizing you, which brings me to my second thing. So we already got number one, which was
What was
one
number
thing that's for
one?
you, right? Remember,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, number one, we said the one thing that's for you. Now we're gonna get into number two, which it ain't in order that I sent it to you, Michonne, but it just goes. Make an appointment for you, boo. Make an appointment. It's crazy because we could make a doctor's appointment. We could be there on time. We
Yeah.
could be at our kids' soccer practice there on time. But we can't be there for ourselves on time. So if that means you putting it on the calendar, like, hey, this time is for me and nobody else. If it's painting, if it's drawing, if it's journaling, if it's praying, if it's just drinking a glass of water in a wine glass
With some ice cubes.
with some ice cubes, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? You do that, but you gotta put you on the calendar. Nobody is gonna come and put you on the calendar for you. I think a piece of us. This is my opinion, Michonne. But I feel like subconsciously all of us are like damsel in distresses.
Yeah,
So
to a
all of
certain
us are
extent.
waiting for somebody to come and do it for us.
And that's where the whole, when you say things and when we talk about wives and relationships and giving grace, it's like, well, he should know. He should already do this. He should know that I need my space. He should know that I need time to go get my nails done. And it's like, okay, he should, but you should also be advocating for yourself. You can't just be little Miss Damsel waiting for everybody. Like you say, little Miss Damsel waiting for everybody to just come solve your problems. How's that been working out for you, girl? Problems remain unsolved. Still running around yelling at everybody. And I'll add to that, even if you don't feel the need to put it on the calendar long term, it's a great practice to do that because we are creatures of habit, y'all. So if you have your weekly time where you're like, this is what I do every day, or this is what I do twice a week, eventually your brain is going to catch up. And you're just going to be like, oh, okay, this is what I'm about to do. This
Right.
is what I'm about to do.
So, oh, sorry, I'm sending it to people, y'all.
You
um,
could.
so yeah, I feel like why this a question even for the audience. Like, why are some reasons why you don't take care of yourself? What are some reasons why you don't do it? What gets in the way? Is it because you run out of time? Is it because you choose to sit on the couch instead? Because I feel like that is something else that is a problem.
That's a good
We,
one.
we say, oh, well, we're too tired to take care of ourselves, and then we sit on the couch and scroll. So
Yeah.
actually, you do have time, Tracy Lynn. You choose to get on your phone.
Right.
You choose. People spend
And
time.
look,
My dad always told me that people spend time and money was priority to them.
and if you look at their bank statements and where they spend their time, you're going to know what they actually love.
Literally.
Because I'm
She said,
I'm exhausted from showing up for my family.
not thinking I'm important in the list of all the things. And that, my friend, is how you end up resenting your kids and feeling as though they owe you. That's how it happens. That I stretched my body. I gave you my time. I sacrificed my career. They didn't ask for that. And if you don't stop, you're going to end up doing exactly what your mama do and why y'all have the relationship y'all probably have now.
I
Too
have a
much?
podcast, friend.
Oh, somebody say, oh yeah, Michonne does have a podcast. I'm just a
So they
guest
about
here.
to get one too.
Main Character Mom podcast coming soon. Look, she's speaking it into existence. But no, but for real, if you don't take care of you, you will. That I think that's a byproduct.
Yeah. And
I
it
think
is easy to have that excuse, right? Like it's easy, and let's dissect some of these excuses. Like, oh, I'm taking care of my family. What did your say is number one? Start your day planning, right? So, like, let's be real. And I also said this earlier: your family not going nowhere. Hey, Nisi, your family not going nowhere. You're not about to make the kids disappear, make them not legally, right? They're not going nowhere. So instead of us trying to act like, oh, my family is, I have to take care of them and it's just all this work, what can you do? Take the reality that they're not going anywhere and I got to take care of them and move around it. Wake up earlier if you need to. Also, say no. But that's coming up.
how you know that's number 3?
Say no.
How you know that's
Because we locked
how
in.
you know Protect your peace like it's your job, because it is your job.
Yes.
You have to learn to protect your peace like it's your job, because it is your job. It's not nobody else's job to make sure you're at peace. And Michelle and I just had this conversation earlier about being able to have boundaries with people and being able to know that it's not your responsibility on how somebody responds to your boundaries. That's their responsibility. Like, this is what I said. This is a no for me. And if you get upset because I said no, that's a you problem. That's not my job.
And
My
it does
job
give
is
you
to protect
insight
my
too.
peace. Huh?
It gives you insight because if you get upset behind my boundaries, that means you probably was trying to take advantage of me.
Exactly. And so that's why it's number 3, like protect. That's on the list, is protect your peace. Stop arguing. I'm reading, y'all. Stop arguing, stop explaining, and stop overgiving. All battles are not worth fighting, especially one with kids. You gotta learn to pick your battles, friend. I think that's very, very, very important, is picking your battles. And Michonne, you know this as a mom. Huh? Sorry, my daughter. Girl,
You
just give
do,
me.
y'all. You have to pick
Sorry.
your battles. And to elaborate on what Jordan was saying, a lot of times you feel like you have to win every argument. You have to be the commander in chief for everything. And I say all the time, you you funny. Yeah, she got her list. I told her, go ahead and get your list. But it's the same thing. It's her thoughts. So it's like she preaching, she talking, she saying what she gotta say. But we have to get to a point where we can understand you don't have to be in control to be at peace. It's actually, to me, it's less peaceful when I'm trying to control everything, right? So if you're in a position where you're trying to control the kids, you're trying to control the man, you're trying to control the outcome, you're trying to control how everybody moves, how everybody's breathing, it's too much, and you're not going to be at peace, because when you're the person that's controlling everything, you can't be at peace. One of the examples I use, if you're hosting an event versus going to an event, which one is more stressful?
Hosting, to me.
Hosting hosting And it's like you might enjoy hosting, but it's still a thing. You got to make sure everybody's having a good time. Oh, let me make sure everybody has a drink. Let me go get the treats from the back. Let me go make sure this looks good. Let me greet this person. I can't spend too much time talking to one guest because I got to get to everybody. When you there, it's vibes. It's a good time. Oh, this drink is good. Oh, this chicken is good. Where they got this from? Okay, and then you get to leave without cleaning up. Like, when you're in control of everything, it's more stress, it's more work, it's a lot more on your plate. And if you lose that control, you show up as a guest, you at peace.
But I also
Yeah.
feel like, as a woman,
She got a call. Wait, you got to go back. You got muted because of the call that came in.
huh?
Whatever you said was muted. You said you also feel
You
like, as a woman.
you saw that growing up, and that's why you think that's what is how it's supposed to be done. You have to erase the narrative of, like, like, let's really be realistic. Most people came from single mothers, single black
Mhm.
mothers, to be specific. If you really want to be honest.
Yeah.
And so that's what you grew up seeing. You saw your mama handling bills. You saw your mama going to work. You saw your mama cooking, cleaning, telling you what drawers to put on. Seeing you saw your mama doing everything. She did. She did everything except for took care of herself, which is why she feel like you owe her now.
Yeah.
Which is why she feel as though you owe her now.
Because she
That's
gave
why.
her life for you.
But that wasn't. You didn't
She
ask. You
gave
didn't
her
knock at her
life.
bosom, and you didn't knock at. You didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, and then you have to keep in mind too, when you do control your kids so much, this is just my opinion. When you control your kids so much and then your kids get grown and gone, what are you left with?
What are you left with? What are you left with when the thing that you control left is not here anymore?
You left with yourself, and you don't like who you are, so you're mean.
You gotta let them respond.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
And what do you do? Bonus question, because we talked about this too. When you're left with yourself and you're mean, well, indirectly, when you're left with yourself and you're mean, how do you cope with that? And what do you end up doing as a result?
Being a terrible in-law, being an
Being
awful
bitter,
in-law. And
being a
that's why I talk about
gossiping.
gossip, gossiping. And that's how you get the momos in the back of the church saying, hey, that's another thing. They run to the church. A lot of times they run to the church. And it's because it's another place for them to give them
They
something else to
might,
gossip about.
yeah.
It
And
is.
so if
It's
you
something.
don't fix that, what do you end up doing? You're gonna be bitter.
But to me, I feel like bitterness is a result of false expectations, like being disappointed over and over and over and over again, including disappointing yourself.
So imagine, how long are you a mother with small children in your house? Like 18 years. So imagine you do that for 18 years. You think you're not going to be bitter? Think you're not going to be angry? Think you're not going to be upset? And how you going to be at peace when you're bitter, angry, and upset?
You can't be. So, I love talking about all the problems, but we also, like I said, actionable things. We also need solutions. So delegate. You have to learn to delegate.
These comments are
It's
good.
That's another place they can keep their mother role identity instead of evolving. Exactly.
And that
But I
mother
feel
role
like
identity that he's talking about is rooted in that control.
yes. But I feel like if you learn now, if you have young children and you learn to delegate, that's on the list. We didn't got all off the list, but delegating, you have to learn to delegate. And Michonne, I think you made a post about this before about girl. I think the opening scene was like, girl, them kids can do chores.
The video where the baby was putting the clothes in the dryer, because the lady said, why would you make your children suffer like that? Suffer? Suffer? That's what we calling it? Because if I don't, okay, so let's call it suffering. If I don't make y'all suffer by doing things that you have to learn how to do to function in your own household anyway, I'm going to suffer. I'm going to sit here, do all the dishes, do all the cleaning, wash all y'all drawers, do all the fixing up, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping. And then I'm going to be hollering at y'all because ain't nobody help me. So to get all of that, we're going to delegate.
Yes. So you can even look this up, actually. Go to chat, go to Google, Yahoo. I don't care.
Go somewhere.
And you can look up chores you can do. Like you can start implementing with your kids. Like my daughter is 8. And so when she was about 7, 6, fold these clothes. Come on, like, yeah. So guess what? That's something that I no longer have to do. So now it's about using that time that I used to fold her clothes and applying that time back to myself and not taking that time and scrolling.
Because that's my least favorite thing. I'll say something on here and here comes somebody in the comments. Oh, but we don't have time to do that. Oh, but you got time to be replying to my comments on TikTok? And I know you didn't just get on this app because you've probably been scrolling for 30 minutes before you left that comment.
That was me in the joke.
Please.
This is the turtleneck got too.
Because please. She said scrolling at her the choice. 5 hours of screen time a day. See what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said people spend time and money on what's priority to them. Like, I think this is a good thing of notate. Take a piece of paper and every time you do something, write it down. And you will really be able to see what you really did with your day, and specifically stay-at-home moms. Because I'm going to be honest, being a stay-at-home mom was an adjustment for me. And it was like a roller coaster of emotions. It was definitely like a roller coaster of emotions. It was like, first, I was fine. Like, this is going to be great. And then nobody helps me do nothing.
What the hell?
Like, you realize, and then I started to resent my husband. I started to resent my kids because you causing these messes. And this was before my daughter could actually help.
Yeah.
So everything was really on me. But then I won't ever forget this book that Michonne actually, this was before I even met you. You was just kept popping up on my For You page. This was like, you was like 20 posts in a day. Huh?
The manager mom epidemic?
Yeah.
Wow.
This was that.
When people say that. That book was so good.
But also, what was the other one? It was a series you did, but The Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands. That was the book. And I won't ever forget, y'all. One day, Michonne, that lady said, I did the audio. I didn't buy the physical book for this one, but I was driving and almost drove off the road. She said, it was people that would call in in her books. She was telling you how people would call in. And so one person called in, was like, my husband don't ever help me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm always exhausted, tired, da da this, da da that. She told that lady on that radio, she said, Do you help him? What's his job exactly? She said, "What's his look?" You already know where I'm going with this. She said, "What's his job exactly?" And then she said, "Oh well, he's a truck driver. All he does is drive a truck all day." She said, "Do you, get in the driver's seat and help him drive that truck?" She was like, "Well, no. How can I do that?" She said, "Exactly. So you cannot expect for him to get home after working and come home and help you as a stay-at-home mom." Like, and I'm not saying
Especially
that
not
men.
immediately.
That's what I was just about to. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep.
No, I was because I knew we're here. So I know what you're saying and what you're not for somebody to be like, he live here too. Of course he does,
Yes.
Brittany.
Right. TJ, we know that he lives there too, but you know what I'm saying? We know, we get it, but it's not fair. Like, you gotta look at it like this. The same way it's your job. Your job is to make sure that you delegate your task out. So when he does get off of work, you off too. So and then if you really think about it, it's like, it's not the fact that he works more or I work more. Our hours are just not the same. And I look at it like that. I get breaks in between. This is a good point. I get breaks in between, he is still in that truck right now while I'm sitting here talking. He's driving right now. He get out and probably eat his lunch, sit in the truck for a second, and then he get right back in that truck to drive again. I fold out a thing of clothes and then I sit down on the couch for a second, I might go outside, smell some grass, Yeah.
Have a little cup of tea.
No, really, for real.
Get on TikTok with my girl.
For real. She feels things comparing
Kayla.
you and your partner task, not understanding the role are not the same. She feels things need to be done. So she should do them. If she feels as though things need, how good it would feel to not have a boss.
Right. And I'm going to say this too, y'all. This is life hack for the women. If you really are struggling with that, I'm still working when he gets home, stop working when he gets home. Because y'all know what I used to struggle with? Soon as we all get home, I'm like, I got to do this. I got to clean this. I got to get the dishes out the sink. Or you could sit down. The dish is going to still be in the sink 2 hours from now. And after you've relaxed and sat down, you can get up and be like, okay, let me go ahead and get to that now. And bonus for the women that be like, my husband don't do this, this, and this. I remember when it clicked for me, this man is not lazy. I just always beat him to stuff.
Oh, so, my gosh. Yes.
He's not. He would have done it. But you was like,
you just so impatient.
Yes.
You just so controlling that you won't even give him time.
And that's why you're on edge and you can't get no peace. It all ties together.
Oh, man. I just did a live with my dad last week. My dad was here and we did a live. And I was like doing questions and answers. It was so good. I should have recorded it. It was so good. But
wait, you probably still have the recording in your back office. So.
But my dad, he was just answering questions and stuff. And someone was talking about control. My dad's type of man. He a man. He don't like no woman that's controlling. And man, they don't like man. As you guys said twice. Man.
He don't play that.
Man don't play no controlling woman. But anyways, one way to identify you controlling, because I think a lot of women don't even understand you are controlling. You get that, right? And so I asked him, and he said, if you ever catch yourself saying these, y'all gonna want to throw up. if you ever say these words, don't worry about it, I got it.
Raise your hand if you were recovering from it, girl. Don't worry about it.
And then he was like, the way my dad was saying it, though, he was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Because y'all, that is manipulation.
He was like, don't worry about it.
You know saying that is triggering to that man. You know that's triggering.
What's she trying to say? I don't do nothing? So that's how it be. Like, that's literally it. And it's not that you have control issues if you say that. If you go around saying that all the time, and so the next thing, what if he don't change? Like, I done told him to do something and he don't do it. I done delegated the task to change the light bulb and he still ain't do it. What do I do now? he'll do nothing and let him see you try to change his light bulb and about to break your neck, and then he gonna feel bad. That's it. I mean, he gonna feel as though you doing his job, and that's the way it is. Like that's what that on in the book, Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands. They said no. Was it that one or the feminine? I didn't read so many feminine
It might
books,
have
but
been The Surrendered Wife.
probably. But it was basically saying like you need to let. I say, wow, look at how bright it is because of me. No,
Please,
it's not.
no. No,
Huh?
friend.
No, it's not that. That's the wrong.
So listen, here let's address that because when hey Rolly Roll, when you do stuff like that, or think about if somebody did something like that to you, be honest with yourself about how you would feel. And this, y'all, this is like the little things that you do to emasculate men. It's the smallest things. The smallest things. So like even nagging, and I know people will be like, well, I only nag because I already said it. But you don't realize sometimes the way you said it was real nasty, right? And even going back to that concept of why don't you ask for things? Because I'm gonna tell you, one of the things you need to reflect on, if you nag and you're always saying things a certain way, imagine if that man came home and told you, oh, I wish you made me something to eat. There'll never be nothing to eat when I get home. Because do you want to fight? Who you talking to? Right. So that's how you sound to him when you, oh, don't nobody ever do nothing around here. You don't ever take the trash out, the light bulb, the this, the that. Like, girl, why are you talking to the man like that? I
Because
wouldn't want to do nothing to you either.
a part of delegating is you're releasing that control. So it's not, and I feel like when I won't ever forget that because I'm talking about from experience. Michelle used to have a wifey school. And that was one of the things too that it wasn't just me, but a lot of women we complain about is like, okay, so he don't do the task, then what? You let him, you have to be vulnerable. That is a part. This is where the rubber meets the road, and it's time for you to do the work inside. You have to be able to be vulnerable and let him know how you made him, how you felt when he disappointed you, which requires vulnerability.
And you know you can't be Miss Independent doing that. That's why a lot of women don't be vulnerable because you don't want to let go of I'm so independent. But if you're not going to be vulnerable and transparent with your man, why is he your
Right, you
man?
have them. Both of us said. Both of us said. We said it together.
Wait a minute.
Why do you have him if you're not able to be vulnerable? And you're like, why? I just want to be soft.
Let that man do stuff. You ain't got to do everything.
Literally.
Let that man do stuff. Hey, Kiala.
So, it's literally a part of being a woman is releasing that control. And I think that's where a lot of people, they don't understand.
Yeah. It's really just going back to treating a man like a human. Because, y'all, we can get so comfy. You do it with your kids. You do it with your husband. You wouldn't dare go to work acting like that. If you had Bye. But seriously, y'all, like we get so, and then we don't stop and reflect on the things. So like most of the women that complain about that, I'm not gonna say all, but most of the women that complain about that, like, oh, he's not doing this, he's not showing up for me in this way, I have to do everything. That in saying it just like that, I know that's probably how you be talking to that man. I know that's probably how you be talking to him. And if you just take for a minute and be like, well, if he told me to do something like that, would I be pleased?
Well, I have a question. It's 55 people in here. Somebody could respond to this question. Why do you listen to your boss but don't listen to your man? Too much?
The church finger.
Why? I just got a question. And it's 55 people in here, so somebody.
Let's add context. Because some of y'all gonna say he's a bad leader, he's a this, he's a that. Who chose him?
He said because they
let's unpack it. Clutch the Pearls. Okay. So so you're this man that now, Princess, do you actually have a man, or is this a hypothetical situation? We're not responding to no hypotheticals.
Why you
Because we're
say
gonna get
that?
it right. Because will they sacrifice their life for you? She said this too deep for me, Britt. Bye.
Dude, my armpits is sweating. I'm hot. Like, woo, woo.
So because I don't want to be, we're not going in for somebody that's just up in here being a troll. But let's go ahead.
Girl,
Okay.
because
So okay, now with this man that you have,
okay, she got a man.
do you feel secure with this man?
Because if you don't,
No conversation. I'm being
why are
honest
you
because we
choosing?
have
Then it
to.
goes to self-care. Then it goes to self-love. Because if you don't
Why would you be with a
even
man that don't? That's
and
where
then
we're going.
let's really be honest, y'all. I feel as though women and men, husband and wife, we're lock and key. We're not key and key. We're not lock and lock. We're lock and key. I feel as though I'm the intangible and he's the tangible. I can't do nothing. What? Why you? Huh?
I like that.
I feel like that's how I feel. So I don't know. It's just another big piece. I feel like is the reason why I don't ever like disrespect my husband or I go for what he say. I'm gonna be honest. Also, the fear I have for God.
Yeah. And that's a layer that we, a lot of times when we have these conversations online, we have to unpack that too, because that reverence for God will not allow you to disrespect your husband. But we still have to go back to this because you never answered this, Princess. This man that you're with, because y'all, personal accountability. It's no way if you're with a man and you like, he don't listen to me, he don't do this, he don't do that, and that's why I act the way that I act. You have to answer the question, why are you with a man that you don't even respect? Why are you with a man that's not showing up for you in a way that you feel like would cause you to be soft? Because yes, there is some responsibility on the man for how he's acting, but you have to be like, why did I choose to be with this man that I don't even feel like is worthy of my respect? Was I afraid of being alone?
Probably was afraid of being alone. I think that's the part that people don't want to accept, and it's because it forces them to have to admit that how they view themselves is not actually how they treat themselves. And anytime you have somebody, sometimes I feel secure, sometimes I don't.
What does that mean though? So let me say this. If let's use the job example. You said because they pay you. If your job stopped paying you, what would be the steps that you take? Do you quit the job? Do you go to them at payroll and address the situation? Like what steps do you take? Because if you have instances with your husband where you don't feel secure, are there conversations to be had? Like, do you lay this out for him or do you hold it and go talk to your homegirl about it and then hold that against him as reasons to not be respectful? Like this is real life and this is how this happens because if you don't address that, you're gonna allow this little quiet resentment, these little quiet bouts of bitterness to build up, and that's why you're gonna keep acting like that toward him.
That bitterness, it don't, and then it don't just stop at your husband or your man. I'm gonna be honest. Like we think that we just can treat somebody one kind of way. I said I'm leaving.
Yeah, because if your job stop paying you, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm out of there, right?
Yeah, because then, and I just talked about this. I just made a post about this the other day. Everything flows from the heart. So you can say, "Oh, I don't care. I know what it is." This is what we like to tell ourselves as women. I know what it is. So I'm just not gonna speak on. It's not worth my peace. You not speaking on something. You not speaking on. You not feeling secure with your man. It's going to your heart.
It's costing you your peace.
It's costing you your peace. You're not protecting your peace by not saying nothing. You're paying for it. Because internally, to me, bitterness weighs more than people think. People think that like bitterness is just something that could just be erased out the blue or that just happens out the blue. No, bitterness is pieces. Oh, like the what I just said earlier, huh?
It's over time. Bitterness is built brick by brick.
Literally brick by brick until you
Hey,
start
Sierra.
disrespecting them. You literally, hey, your chosen path. You literally will start to disrespect if you don't. if you don't stop. Like, and to me, once you lose respect for a man and you stay with him, you start to beat yourself up too.
Yeah.
Because you know subconsciously, I'm allowing this. Sometimes as a woman, we lack accountability and we be the problem.
Yeah.
We do, because
But
we don't
let's
cut
take it a
stuff off
step
when we need
back.
to.
You've been with him long enough, and now you're saying sometimes you feel secure and sometimes you don't. When did that start? Why wasn't it addressed, and why did it continue? Was that something that you saw in him while y'all were still just dating? Why didn't you feel confident enough to walk? Like, y'all, women get mad at me because when you marry, it's a whole different conversation I'm having with you. But when you're single and dating, I will tell you to leave that man so quick. I'll be like,
Okay.
get out of there. Because you're going to marry him and you're going to be like, oh, Miss Sean. No, I don't want to hear it. Actually.
Somebody asked me the other day, somebody called me venting and all of that. And so first thing, when somebody called me and they vent, and I can hear it in their voice, I just automatically ask, okay, are you saying this? Are you telling me all of these to vent? Which is fine because you know this is a safe space, but I changed that policy anyways. Are you calling me to vent because this is a safe space? I had to limit that crap. And or are you calling for advice? And if they say advice, I said, well, what has he been like this? Did you just ignore it because of your own selfish needs, to selfish wants of a man? To be able to say, I got a man, y'all.
Yeah. And y'all, this is this is an important conversation because a lot of us as women, and Kiala just said this, we can be so dishonest about the process of dating and marriage and why we want to be married. And some women get married just to say they got chosen, just to say they got a man, just to say somebody picked them. Right?
Just to feel like they're not the problem.
But it's going to take, like, you have to understand what it means to be married, what your role is in marriage. It's never, and this is not, y'all, ain't nobody telling you to be shut up and never have an opinion. No, it's just a matter of respect and how you communicate. You can say everything that's on your heart to that man, but you need to check your posture in the way that you approach him when there's issues.
And why you saying it too? I feel like why we say stuff matters. Like, am I saying this because I want an actual solution and I want it to change, or am I saying this just to have control?
Yeah. And that goes back, because this is what, number 3? That goes back to the point of, are you able to present things so that you can maintain your peace? Because like, the more you try to control stuff, the less peace you're going to have, girl. I don't want no control of nothing, actually.
Except for what myself. I can't control, which is me. Mm-hmm. My cute headband. I mean, my cute little bow, my jewelry. I think that's why I'm able to pour so much into the way I look, because I don't care about the other stuff. And I'm saying that sounds very surface. Don't take that out of context. Like, oh, she's just so vain. Like, she cares about how she looks. No, stop. I'm not saying it, but I am saying it takes time to go to Marshall's and pick this cute bracelet out for $20.
And you can't have that time if you're wasting it. Okay.
Go.
Don't do her that. Don't do her that. Don't do her that, Johnny.
Look, I'm like, look.
She says she have to talk to you.
Girl, she ain't gotta say nothing. Go, get out. You see me talking.
Ooh, Kiala.
Some of us have mommy daddy issues
where we didn't get attention as children and we seek it in men. And that's, y'all, that is so dangerous, because imagine you don't care where the attention comes from. You just want it. So it's no standards, no boundaries, no regulation. You just want somebody.
Which leads to resentment.
So this is stuff like, you have to unpack this. And I'm about to let you get to your next one, because see what we doing? We rambling. But this is why this is important. Like, this is why it's not, and you have to be very careful when we talk about this too, because a lot of people think you trying to tell people to be self-centered, to be selfish, and to not do for other people. Main character energy is not allowing yourself to be tricked into this idea that you're just here to be of service and to do nothing for yourself and do everything for everybody else and be a doormat.
Right.
No, actually, no.
It's bringing yourself from backstage to center stage. Yeah. That's what it is. It's bringing yourself from the backstage to the center stage of your life. And that's something else. If you like a nagging wife, it's because you have too much time on your hands. You are in the backstage and not in the center stage of your life. Like, that's how I know when You need to find something to do. Like you calling him way too much.
Go color.
How you know I got my cozy coloring book? Y'all go to my showcase. I love that book, okay? You gotta use the alcohol markers though so it don't streak. But anyway, that's my book. I love that book, okay?
It's relaxing, y'all. Don't think that hobbies are for children. They're for adults. It's how you keep from crashing out.
Which brings me to, I think we on number 4.
Yes.
Non-negotiable list. That's what it brings. Very good intro to the non-negotiable list. 3 things you do every day no matter what. Like make your bed, drink water out of a wine glass. Y'all sleep on that, okay? Drink the water out that wine glass. You'll be surprised. And step outside. This builds discipline and confidence. There's a hobby, a coloring book. Michonne be building all kind of stuff, y'all. Coffee shops with snow in the front.
They got one. They taking
You need
over
to find. She be building houses, miniature houses, puzzles. Like it could just be something small, reading, and take. Oh, y'all, I don't know who need to hear this, Michonne, but sleeping is not a hobby.
I saw somebody say that. I sleep for fun. I scroll for fun. Okay, girl. That sounds like you're masking depression to me.
Sleeping is not a hobby. Like, I don't know. The bed.
That's a necessity. We have to sleep, y'all.
And the Bible even talks about that, Michonne.
Shopping ain't a hobby either.
Ooh.
What are you hiding? Sleeping and shopping all the time, trying to mask your emotions.
Girl, shopping is not a hobby either. Why do you feel the need to constantly spend money? So make sure you have a non-negotiable list. That's something that you are prioritizing. That's something it builds discipline and it builds confidence, because confidence, y'all know I like to break down a good word, is the root word of confidence is confide. Confide, that means trust, showing up. And if you have a hobby and you're doing the thing off of your non-negotiable list, waking up, working out, or whatever it is, you trust in yourself that you're going to show up. So having a non-negotiable list actually work neck and neck with confidence.
And you know what you're doing when you're confident? You have standards.
Oh, what?
You have standards. That's a gem for the single ladies who you think this don't apply to you. A woman that does not have standards, that does not have boundaries, you're going to end up with a buster every time and you're going to be mad at the world. But if you're confident, you take care of yourself, why would you allow somebody that does not pour into you and that takes away from that come into your space?
And I feel like you had to learn to shorten the gap between knowing the thing and doing the thing.
Yes.
Because you could sit here all day long and listen to every single piece of what me and Michonne have been saying. Every single inkling of all Michonne videos, all my videos. But ain't none of it gonna work unless you do.
Otherwise, it's just entertainment.
Right. So that non-negotiable list is very much so important. So we got, let's go back over the list. We have one thing that's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your me appointments, your non-negotiable list, and protecting your peace. So there's 4 things off rep. So on this kind of goal, we kind of already went over this: help without guilt. Getting help without guilt. So that means delegating tasks, as we already said. Delegating is a superpower. This what I wrote, y'all.
Nope, go ahead. It's your
Delegating. Delegating is a superpower. Let those kids help. Girl, I hate your old kid fold clothes.
They sure can.
So main character equals you don't carry everything. And I think we forget that. I think we do forget that. We think main character means we're the center of attention. For some reason,
do everything for everybody.
For some reason, we get a badge of honor by being the sacrificial lamb. Why do you feel as though you're more important by doing the most tasks?
That's what you grew up seeing. High functioning mama doing everything for everybody in the household, out the household. So you feel like you have to do it too. And if you don't, you lazy. Baby, let me be lazy.
Right, like literally. That's exactly what you want.
But seriously, y'all, it really is so important. And at every age, like Jarnae mentioned, if you're stuck on that, just look up age appropriate chores. But there's something that they can all do. Like I have my 2-year-old, He knows how to put the clothes in the laundry chute. He knows how to take them out of the laundry chute, put them in the washer. He knows how to take them out of the dryer. At his age, it slows me down to do things, but I'm getting him used to doing it. So that now I have a 9 and a 10-year-old. Guess what they could do? Dishes. They know how to vacuum. It's their job to clean the living room because they hang out more here than anybody. They know how to clean their bathroom. I don't have to go and now clean their bathroom, clean their room, clean the floor. Like, no. And it doesn't always have to be, this is your job. This is your job. It's just a matter of everybody knows how to do this and we can collectively show up so that mom's not doing everything.
And it is going to slow you down in the beginning. Like in the beginning, when you first do it, it does take more patience and it does take you slowing down. And even, Michelle, remember when I first started like trying to slow down and I called you and was like, girl, why am I walking like somebody's going to put me in the back of their van?
Because what's the hurry? Where you going?
I remember I called you. You was dying laughing. You was like,
what? I was like, why would you say that?
Because that's how fast I used to be walking inside of the grocery store. And if you have a toddler, that was something I started applying. Walking the same pace as my child. Yeah. Why am I about to break her arm?
Her little feet going like this.
Girl, they be pulling them kids.
Slow down. You say your mom didn't clean in the crib, meaning y'all all had to clean up?
But I bet you keep your house clean now. Because let me tell you something. And this is me being really honest with y'all. My husband was not a cleaner when we first got together. I've been my husband for 10 years. And of those 10 years, a long time he wasn't a cleaner. And so finally, that ain't funny, dude, Michelle. You laughing. That ain't funny.
Because you be having to grow.
Yeah, no, he cleans up now. but before he was not cleaning up. And I did some backstory, not backstory, but I did some research as a detective, the unpaid detective that I am. And I found out that his mama did not used to force him to clean up. I said, huh? She said, yeah, I mean, I didn't used to make him make the bed like for what? He about to get back in it anyway. Verbatim. What she used to say. And I'll never forget talking to his sister before, and she was like, yeah, no, he was the only boy. So she used to be like, when I used to talk to her, she said, Mama used to make him wash dishes or nothing. It could have been his day. And instead of her dealing with it, this is for the lazy parent. You are tearing your child into pieces by being lazy. Instead of her dealing with it and forcing him to clean the dishes, do what he needs to do if it was his chore, she'll just make the sister do it. Like, oh, I don't feel like dealing with him. You go ahead and do it. So she resented cleaning up due to her mama making her overcompensate for him. No balance. And he felt like he shouldn't do it and it was a lady's job because she didn't force him to do it. So if you're being a lazy parent and you're not teaching your kids and you're not delegating, you're not just stressing yourself out. You're also hurting your kids.
And their future spouses.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It's about today.
What'd you say?
I said I can't take you today.
That was a little personal, but it was true. But
y'all get the point.
Yeah, so you get the point. Number 5 is help without guilt. Priority. Now this is one of my. Now the last 2 are my favorite. Like these 2, if you follow me, you know this is the get down with the get down. These 2, romanticizing small moments. Oh, I get chills thinking about it.
And it's easy.
Easy peasy macaroni cheesy. I love it. Okay, like it could just be something small, like cinnamon on top of my coffee. Like something small. Make motherhood beautiful on purpose. Light candle while cleaning. Play music while you cook.
Even taking your carry-out, y'all. Take your carry-out and put it on a plate. Like, it's the smallest things in life. Like, just don't eat it out the carry-out container. Go plate it. And sit down and eat it.
Cute little lounge set. That is romantic. You know I love a good.
I love a 2-piece. Hate to see me coming in the house.
Hate it. You might as well go ahead and hide your kids, hide your wife. You remember that? You remember that song?
Hide your husband.
Oh, y'all want to see? That's the thing too. That hide your husband. Like you.
That's not on the list though. But she.
No, I'm not talking about me personally. I'm just saying because you're like it helps. That this is not on the list, and I ain't talking about me, Michonne. I'm talking about what are we doing here? I'm talking about how it makes your man look good, like give him something to look forward to when he coming home. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, the aspect of how your husband, because your husband is gonna be wanting to hug on you and love on you by him seeing you dressed up every day or putting in effort every single day. Like he fell in love with you according to what he saw. And I think we lose that aspect of ourselves as not being a main character in our life, because when you first met your husband, you didn't have kids and you didn't have him, and it was just you, and you was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
But as time progressed, you veered away from that, and even just wearing a two-piece set could be something that can help that.
It's easy. It don't take much thought. And I'll add to that because a lot of people will say, well, I don't have time to do that. If you do these steps, you will. Because I understand. I know that that's a real critique. I know you feel overwhelmed. You're always doing everything. You don't have time for yourself. But if you go through these steps, you will have time for yourself. It's a mindset of shifting and building systems that are going to sustain the life that you want to have instead of complaining about what you don't have access to. That's it. Like even the two-piece sets, yo, I don't wear those two-piece sets out the house, but I just have a bunch of them in a drawer, quick and easy. If I don't feel like getting dressed or if I don't know what I'm going to put on, I put on a two-piece set, especially if I'm not leaving the house.
She said, I feel like I look the best I ever have, and he still doesn't care. Act like he doesn't care.
It's a lot deeper than that, friend. What else is going on? We're gonna have to have we're gonna have to have a live for that.
Yeah, that's the flower, but what about the root?
Because it's not just looking good. How is your mentality? How is your spirit when you walking around? How do you talk to him? How do y'all communicate? We just talked about that, like having your peace and being naggy. Like it's gonna be so much more than just it's not you can't do these things in isolation. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
All of these things work together.
Yeah.
Like all of them are like that's if you don't delegate, you won't be able to romanticize. If you're not prioritizing your peace, you won't be able to romanticize because you stressed out from trying to control. So everything works out together. Him acting like he don't care is a product of something else.
And it's something you really do have to look at the whole thing. You gotta own your part, he gotta own his part, but we're gonna have to come back for that one. We're gonna have to come on another live for that because that's a lot to unpack.
But I'm gonna get into the last one, which is my favorite is one to close it out. My favorite is one. Write her down. Write her down. This is probably one of the most life transformational things that ever happened to me was writing her down. Write down how you want to talk, how you want to show up, how you want to smell, how do you respond? You need to write down every inkling of her, capital letters with a her. All caps with a her. Her as in, what does she look like? What are her daily habits? And y'all be sleep on that when they say, and you know what's so baffling? Now that we're talking about it.
What is it?
Let me know. It's 51 people in here. Let me know if you have written down your career goals.
Oh.
Let me know if you've written down or did a vision board. Ooh. In the chat. It's 50 people in here. Somebody got to respond.
Bonus points if you got accountability partners. Hello. I said bonus points if you got accountability partners.
Right. Hello.
Is Michaela still in here?
No, I think she gone. Let me know. It's 50 people in here. This the last one. It's a good one, y'all. Somebody got to respond. Yeah, let me know if you've written down where you want to travel. Bali, Paris, Italy, Croatia. I know y'all want Brazil. I know somebody has written down a list of exactly where they want to go and where they see themselves on their vision board. Then 2025 is mine vision boards.
Because 2026 is not going to be your year if you real passive.
2026 going to make you sick if you ain't.
You gotta write it down and make it plain.
Right. But so y'all saying, yeah, I done it. But did you write down the kind of woman you wanted to be? You think you just gonna hop over the kind of woman? You had to be able to be that thing first. You had to be able to be that thing. In order to be that thing, you gotta see that thing. THANG. You gotta You got to be able to see it before you can be it. So it's crazy that we can prioritize writing our career goals down, writing what we want to travel down, but we can't write out how we want to, who we want to be. And then we wonder, like, why is these things not happening? Why is it not happening? Why is it not working? The manifestation is not real. Writing down goals is not real. You tell yourself all of these things, and it's really because you're skipping step A, which is you. You're skipping the main product.
And not only that, y'all, you can't just write it down. You got to act it out too. So if you're going to sit here and say you want to be the person that shows up like this, you want to be the person that dresses like this, you want to be the woman that whatever, fill in the blank. How are you, as Jarnay just said, bridging the gap between where you are now and where you're trying to be? Because you're not going to get there doing the same stuff. If you ain't got there yet doing the same stuff that you're doing, girl.
One of my favorite is quotes. I got a lot of favorite quotes, but one of my favorite ones is whatever you're not changing, you're choosing.
Yeah.
So if you're not changing your daily habits, if you're not changing your routine, if you're not changing the way you talking to that man, how you talking to yourself, how you eating, because all of these things play a factor on how you treat yourself. Because you ate 3 Big Macs, a curly fry, and a milkshake.
Please, who is this?
Okay, for real, I can't ever be serious. I don't know why I'm like this.
Friend.
Y'all would be surprised. I done seen somebody take down a whole gallon of ice cream in front of me and wonder why
I'm
they
sorry, you just don't love yourself. That's too much.
Ain't no way. But anyways, so yeah, that's my final closing quote is whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. And I just gave y'all 7 actionable things to change. To start choosing yourself.
The 7 steps to master main character energy. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What they do? I don't have nails. They usually do the clicking.
Clack it. Clack it.
No, hey, don't do that.
That's what they be saying. I'm like,
I don't think that's for I think that's for somebody younger.
No, they be doing this. But they click their nails.
That's what I said. You didn't hear when I said that. I was like, I tried to do this, but it just give me like nubs. Like
we're not gonna have nubs for long.
No, them press-ons.
All right, y'all. What was number 1? Because Crystal says she need a recap. KZ, what was number 1, y'all? Who remembers? Y'all didn't get your notebooks out? Where Landy? Where is Nisi? But no, y'all. So while y'all are doing that, because we need to remember what these tools are. Because remember, y'all, if you just sat here and listen to it and you ain't gonna use it,
you lose it.
This was just entertainment. You may as well have been watching reality TV.
It's like another language. Yes, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. Yes, Maddie. Listen to you. Okay. Making an appointment for you. Come on, Maddie.
Okay.
There you go, Crystal. Maddie hooking you up.
Okay. Y'all was listening.
Protect your peace like it's your job. Yes, I don't know why they keep filtering that one.
I don't know.
Protect your peace like it's your job. Z, Maddie, dropping the recap. Y'all scroll up. We are going to get off. I'm going to try and download this and post it to YouTube. But Jarnay is also going to talk more about that. Jarnay, don't you have something coming up in January, huh?
Yes, y'all. So if you're in the Austin, Killeen, Harker Heights, Carpus Cove kind of area, like Central Texas, basically, to sum it up, I am doing an event and it's called Speed Friending. I bet you like, girl, what? Huh? What is that? Okay, speed dating. Everybody heard about that, right? You ask the questions. If you like the man, yes or no. Do you like me? Yes or no. You know what I'm saying? With dating, but now we're gonna do it for friendships, because if we was meant to be on earth alone, God would have put us here alone, and he didn't. So we're cultivating in-person friendships and not just online. And so the event will be January 3rd. It'll be fun, charcuterie, games, giveaways, all this other kind of great stuff to really cultivate womanhood and friendships. And so, yeah, we want the friendships, but we don't know where to find them. I'm giving y'all a place, okay?
And tell the people, I know the tickets aren't live yet, but what do they need to do to get a ticket if they're interested?
You can go to my link in my profile, and I have a link tree, And you could go there and you can sign up for my email list. Ooh! And it also comes with a confidence bingo card. So if you're a mom and we're talking about like hobbies and all other kind of stuff on the confidence bingo card, which the link is in my bio, it will help you with those things too.
TJ said she lives over there, so that's good.
Yes, but this was good, and I appreciate you for letting me come on and talk my head off. But I think it's time to get these jaws a rest. Oh,
it is, girl. It is. This was a pleasure. You know you're gonna be back next week. We're gonna be talking more about mannerisms and etiquette as women, y'all. We're gonna have Samara come in. Jarnay is definitely gonna be back, so you know. We talk a lot, so Jarnay is gonna be back. But thank you so much, girl. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
I know you gotta go get the baby. I know you gotta go get her
Girl,
right.
You hear her knocking at my door?
Don't do her that. She said she's ready. She said you've been on here long enough, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm about to get off here soon too, but I do have some parting words for y'all. I just want to let Jarnay go. But thank you, girl.
Bye.
Bye, girl. TJ, make sure you pull up to her event though. Come on. So y'all, I am just a little recap just in case you came in late, or if you didn't come in late and you caught it and you just want to be able to watch this stuff again. There's a process. I'm going to download this, and then once it's downloaded, I'm going to upload it to YouTube so that y'all can watch the whole thing there. Hey, Shakia. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. The next Feminine Friday is going to be the following Friday. Like I said, I'll put all the information up on my story. I will try to promote it as much as I can. I will be live again on Monday and Wednesday. Did you upload the budget one? I did. The budget one is uploaded, y'all. It is public on my page. The one that we did last week with Michaela. It'll always be under the title Feminine Friday, and it'll always be posted on Friday unless it just takes forever. Then I just post it Saturday. But yeah, so that is it. I'm gonna see y'all Monday on live, Wednesday on live, and Friday. Those of you who have not joined mentorship and you're interested, that is now at the link in my bio. Our first meeting is going to be on Tuesday, so make sure you get in before then. The book that we are reading this month is going to be The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. If you need to go get that book from your library, go ahead. And that is also going to be our book club selection. Is Write Her Down, Writing the Woman You Want to Become. Yes, Z. Write her down, make it plain. So just like you would have goals for your life, goals for where you want to travel, goals for your finances, you want to have a goal for the type of woman that you want to become. And not just a goal that you wrote down and never revisited, but you want to have it down so that you can get that process together. Absolutely. Y'all were so attentive today. Shout out to Maddie for getting everybody on with the list. Like I said, y'all, it will be uploaded. But other than that, if you have trouble, that's the other thing. If you have trouble getting into the mentorship, email or message me. Email me because I don't be checking my messages on here, y'all. Email me, but everything is pretty clear to find and it's easy to get directed. The name of the book is Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. That's going to be the book when you join mentorship. That's going to be the first book that we cover in book club. So go ahead and get your hands on that. Don't have to buy it. It is on Libby. It is on Hoopla. It's probably in your library. If you want to buy it, go for it. But I don't have a link for you to buy it. So just find it on Amazon or somewhere. But yeah, that's it, y'all. So y'all have a great weekend and look for that upload. If you're on the email list, I will send reminders about everything. So I will see y'all soon. Have a good Friday.